So today I wanted to cover some of the recent Battlefield leaks from the recent playtests that we saw over on Reddit. Now, for one, I will not be showing you these videos because I like my channel. I don't want a copyright strike. I'm sorry. Secondly, we'll be doing our best to describe what we saw. Hopefully this isn't a long video. We get everything out the way, condensed, informative, and stuff like that. But I'll just say this. We are looking incredibly good for Battlefield's next installment to the point where, yes, I am genuinely really looking forward to this a lot. Now, for one, hold the line on pre-orders because of what they did with 2042 and past installments. But yeah, holy shit. Battlefield might be back to that Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 era. It's insane. But before we do that, just want to say if you guys enjoyed the content and want more from me in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit that bell to be notified on when I do drop more content. Tons of stuff with Battlefield will obviously be building, and I will be dropping more videos as we get more information. No release date as of now, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But yeah, let's jump into it. So in this playtest, from what I've seen, it was exclusively on a brand new map on a mountain. Now, this definitely look aesthetically like the China Rising map back in Battlefield 3. I forget which one it is. I think it might be something Peak. There was a radio sector or point in the map on top of a mountain at some point. But yeah, it looks really good and really condensed. The top down really had it as a really tighter looking open map. Now, again, there are open spaces allowing for some open vehicle tank combat and stuff like that, but point to point were really condensed for infantry to really thrive and capture and have a serious fight. And the gunplay we were seeing from that, while again, the people playing aren't the best at the game, I'm not gonna say that they're playing like the game like I would, but clearly they're not the most well akin first person shooter players, which is fine. So it looked really good for what it was, and really excited to see what they cooked there. It had the Battlefield map style that you would want it to have. Animations could get more polished, of course, but again, I think we're pretty far from a release date to really worry about animations at this point. For what we got right now, looks really, really good. One feature that we can confirm, at least coming back as of now, is going to be executions, and seeing them as they were was awesome. It was pretty much that Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, even Bad Company style where you rip the tag off of it and things like that. I'm pretty sure back in previous installments they weren't the most flashy and stuff like that. I could be wrong with Battlefield 2042. I did not play enough of that because it was terrible, but that fan favorite and how the aesthetic it looked in Battlefield 3 and 4 is returning, and really cool to see that. That was a nice little change. The gunplay, mentioned it already a little bit, looks fairly good for what it is. Again, I will say on top of animations, maybe a little bit more weapon feedback, but again, we're still early, stuff like that. We did get some vehicle stuff, jet gameplay. During the game, it was an F-16. Don't know if there were other versions of jets available. That looked pretty cool. Not too much of a dogfight was happening. And from what I saw, it was just kind of like a chase and spinning and accelerating and stuff like that. What I will say aesthetically was pretty cool was as you are going and accelerating and you are breaking the barriers of sound to a degree, you see that on the plane itself, and then you see the wings cutting through the wind or the air itself, and you see that little trail of it bending around the wing. Small subtle stuff like that was pretty appealing to look at, so bravo there from the dev team. I will also add the player that shot down the helicopter. I was pleasantly shocked on how cinematic that looked. It looked incredible. The helicopter was crashing or blew up, it was spinning, it kept going, it crashed into the area of the map, and there was a big explosion. It was beautiful. That was awesome. Really adds to the aesthetic of the Battlefield feel. But the overlooking stuff from the leaks was what we saw was continuation that this looks, sounds, and feels like a Battlefield game. Something we had not seen in the past, and I am really excited for what's to come. Release date, again, nothing official. I know from EA's earnings call, I believe they say the latest it would release was April 2026. I know some people may hear that as disappointing. I hear that and look at what we got with these leaks and say, holy shit, they are well ahead of schedule. That I think that they want to make sure the launch window is great and the post-launch content is settled and already mostly been made and stuff like that, and they have a thorough long-term plan for the franchise ahead of itself. So if they do want to come out with a release date, something like February or March 2026, I think is phenomenal. I will say the one thing they need to do is make sure they release this game post Call of Duty title. The next one I mean, we do Call of Duty on his channel. The next one's pretty much a DLC update with Black Ops 2 remaster stuff like you saw from Modern Warfare 3 to Modern Warfare 2, how that was treated. So yeah, you have a good window right now, guys, to just deliver and capture a big audience and player base for your title. The game looks phenomenal so far. We'll see how things play out in the launch, but yeah, Battlefield might be back and it's looking pretty damn awesome. But that's pretty much the video. That's pretty much all the stuff we saw. Keep an eye on the Battlefield Reddit. That's a good little indicator to see if anything's popping off with some leaks potentially. We'll unfortunately not show any of that stuff on the channel because I like my channel. But yeah, leave your thoughts down below on this information. If you saw the leaks, what are your thoughts on the gameplay and stuff like that? Of course, like I said before, if you want more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified on when I do drop more content. And of course, if you guys do enjoy and want to support the video itself, dropping this video like is greatly appreciated and works wonders. But of course, in general, thank you guys for watching. It is greatly appreciated. That's all I have to say on this one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.